Welcome to Nothing to Fear podcast. I go by the name Chris Blanca Pro. I started this podcast to share my untold story, my truths, and my journey, and my close relationship to Jesus Christ. And I want you to create a life on your own terms. We always have a choice. This podcast is about career, hustle, perseverance, manifestation, fun, sport, entertainment, relationship goals, and making it happen on your terms.
Hey, welcome back to the Nothing to Fear podcast. How are you, my guy, Anton?
I'm good. After this weekend, man, I'm straight, man.
That's right.
Straight, yeah, man.
Sure.
Yeah. Listen, another day on earth. God bless me. With. Can't complain, man.
Yeah.
Can't complain. You know,
Well
one day at a
said.
time. 1% better than I was yesterday. That's what's important.
Well said, my guy.
You know what I mean? So,
Well
good.
said.
How you doing, man?
I'm great. I'm just a little bit shaken, but it's week 3, and it's NFL week 3 in the books. And boy, there was some great games this week.
There was some games surprised me, and some teams are looking quite promising. But you know, these are also the same teams that can end up disappointing at the end of the season. But hopefully, I kind of want to see them ride it out because what I've been seeing so far in the beginning is looking really good, really promising, man.
So, how are you guys feeling? Help us. I hope you guys are watching the game and keeping up with the game so you guys can have a little conversation with us in the comment section.
Yeah, let us
know how you feel about the games.
man. Let us know, let us know who your top contender is for this year's ring, man. Who's gonna take it? Who y'all think is gonna take it? You know,
Put the team in the comment section.
I'm still rooting for my Seahawks, man. I'm a fan. I'm going to be a fan forever.
They're doing all right. They're doing good.
Yeah, they have a lot of work, but they're doing all right for the most part. They're gonna get it together.
I'm gonna be keep it down. Buck with you. The game for me, the standout.
Mm-hmm.
It's a game last night. The Commanders against the Buccaneers.
Fam,
Listen,
I did not expect that from that rookie.
I didn't even know about it.
You
I did like I'm gonna be. It's the Commanders. Like, who cares? Like, my bad to all the Commanders fan, but it's what it is.
I'm not gonna lie. I do feel the same way.
I did not expect that.
Did not.
When I tell you I did not expect that,
Man,
I did not.
that
Daniels
put
he
up.
threw like let
numbers.
me get the numbers right because he threw some yards last night. That some stats.
Man. That man had what?
Daniels
21 for 23 completion passes for 254 yards.
And you know what impresses me? Like the fundamental that he shows. Like he's a quarterback.
That's a fact. And he stayed calm. He stayed calm a lot of that game. Like he was in the zone.
Boy,
He was in the zone.
Daniels, did you do something? And guess what? The Commanders is in my division with the Eagles. We're scared, but you know what I mean. I'm just saying that they're 2-1.
Yeah, 2-1.
Nobody expected that.
Well, you know, the Commanders have a decent lineup for the most part. You know what I'm saying? They done some work on themselves and done some fixing around with their lines and you know, they made some good trading options. And with this new kid, I do see that they have some promise coming in.
I'm looking at this stat here. You have 0 interception.
Well, I'm not gonna go elaborate on that because that you know he had a good game.
You have a great game, man.
He had a great game, you know.
And on the other hand, the Buccaneers. Oh my God, the Bengals. One of my favorite quarterback, Joe Burrow.
Oh, Bengals.
Oh man, and he
tried.
Burrow was balling too.
That was a great game. They was going toe to toe. They was.
Yeah.
And it did. I did.
That was a great game.
It was. Bengals though didn't have a lot of momentum going for them. I think it was second and third quarter. They were kind of behind a little bit, but during that last stretch of the third, going into fourth quarter, they really made they tried. They made them sweat. They made the Commanders sweat because that almost got into their hands. Because I think they had missed a touchdown that could have put them I don't think over, but just in the
just to keep the game as competitive
Yeah.
straight to the end. But boy, Daniels, man, boy, you surprised me.
You know what surprised me right now?
What?
The Bills. And that's what I mean by showing us great effort in the beginning.
The Buffalo Bills?
And it's like, I'm not even...
Surprising you?
A little bit. Because they're right now 3-0. And the game they put on last night against the Jaguars, my God, was that an annihilation of a team.
Of course.
Because they...
What? Surprise though? Like, the Buffalo Bills is always there. They were always playing good.
Well, that's what I mean, though, by a team...
They just can't get it done when it come on to the end part.
And that's what I mean, though, by a team like that. You will start off in the beginning on a solid, good run. And then by, like, week 7, week 8, you'll start to see a real decline in that team. And it's like, what happens? Because Josh Allen put up numbers yesterday.
He's a great quarterback. He's a quarterback.
39 rushing yards, you know what I'm saying, for a quarterback for him. And he had over 260 yards throwing.
He balled.
He barely, you know what I mean, he only missed 7 out of his 30 completion passes. No intos, 4 touchdowns. That guy was going in the whole game.
Oh, man. Listen, man.
You know?
And Josh been coming up short a few. I wouldn't even say he come up short because he always playing good.
And Cook had a great game. You talking about he had 39 points?
Oh, boy.
I mean, 39 rushing yards with 48 receiving yards?
Yeah, man.
He had a great game. That's what I'm saying. I have hope for the Bills. I have hope for a New York team that, like, I did not expect to have hope for. And it's amazing to have that feeling because I was really, like, a fan yesterday.
Of the Bills?
Yeah.
I'm always a fan. When it come on to the Bills and the Jets, I'm always a fan. I'm a fan of all New York team. When, like, if the Giants reach a final, I'll become a fan.
You become so. Only when they reach.
If they reach a final, I'm not a fan, but I'll be rooting for them because especially if they're playing like the Patriots or some team that you know what I mean. Like I'm a Giant. Like I respect that. You know what I mean.
There's only a fan when they're winning. That's what. Come on, man.
You know I'm an Eagle fan. We're in the same division. I'm just being honest. I'm just keeping it a buck.
Yo.
I'm not a fan, but I'm a fan.
So then how do you feel that when you see your team get beat by the Giants?
Like, not in that regards. I'm talking like if they reach the finals and my team is not there.
Okay.
I cheer. It's New York, so I cheer. But I want to see the Jets. I'm a fan. You know what I mean? And I'm very optimistic. You see the Jets, though? Did you see the Jets?
Had a great game.
Did you see Aaron Rodgers? Did you see the...
And Aaron Rodgers is showing what Aaron Rodgers does. Like, remember, he's a season... 19 years in the league. He's a seasoned quarterback. Yeah, he has the fundamentals down.
He's one of those. He just don't have the accolades to back up the greatness. He have the... I know he won a championship. I know he won a Super Bowl. You know what I mean? So, everybody expect him to have at least 3, 4.
At least 3.
At least 3.
At least 3.
I mean, so
like, when he was on Green Bay, he was putting in work. He was putting numbers.
He just never get it done. He got injured.
At that time, too, when he was on the Green Bay, I kind of was a Green Bay fan, like how you are with the Jets and Eagles. Mm-hmm. I would be a fan of Green Bay because I was a fan of Aaron Rodgers because I just enjoyed watching him play.
I like great quarterbacks with the fundamental that make the game more entertaining. Mm-hmm. I mean, so I like it. And remember we criticized your boy a couple weeks ago, Jackson. He's showing out right now. He's playing phenomenal. He looked good on the field out there.
He definitely did. He did ease up on the rushing.
Yeah, he looked good.
I think I told you, like I said last week, he listened. He heard you. He heard one of our podcasts.
You see,
he had to. He eased up on the rushing.
You see what it did to the Cowboys? It was a good game. It wasn't a good game. The Cowboys came back, and then it came competitive a little bit. Not threatening, but I mean,
yeah.
And the Cowboys have a lot of rumbling going on in the locker room and the sideline.
So, given what you've seen so far from these teams, who do you really think has a shot now? I remember I asked you week 1.
It's still early for me.
Still early
for me, man. See, the 49ers lost again, so it's still early for me. It's still
You still have the Chiefs up there? Because
Guess
the Chiefs,
what?
the Chiefs are, what's up?
Steelers Fields is having a hell of a game.
Surprising the shit out of me.
Surprising. I can't remember the amount of years they haven't win been like 3-0.
Because they're 3-0, and then you also have the Chiefs 3-0. Who, I mean, come on, we kind
The
of
Chiefs could have lost a couple games. I like 2 games. I watch the Chiefs play. They could have. I'm being honest. The Chiefs is the Chiefs. You know what I mean, Mahomes is Mahomes. He's the greatest quarterback playing right now. Man is a 3-time champion. You know what I mean?
Do you have a? Would you say Mahomes is on track to being?
The greatest. Of course, he's on track. He's ahead of time.
I was gonna say Tom Brady.
He's ahead of time. The man is 29 years old. Come on, he's a quarterback. You know what I mean? But I mean, I'm gonna be honest. They could have lost 2 of those 3 games.
Definitely could have. It was close.
It's just that the opposing team got to remember who they're playing. Like they're relaxing. Like, yo, we got this. No,
nah.
This is Mahomes you're talking about. This is Reed you're talking about. You know what I mean, Travis Kelce you're talking about. You're talking about a great offensive, defensive team. Mm-hmm. They have a young running back, rookie that's killing it.
Yeah.
Come on, bro. Come on. When you're playing against the Chiefs, you got to remember who you're playing against. Don't get too comfortable.
Let me ask you, cause I know people say all the time how, consistency is what really makes great players. And that is true.
And not only players, in everything.
Could you also say that it can also be just some players are naturally born just that gifted?
It's more than a gift. It's a love and a passion. That's what make it. That's just like LeBron James and Jordan. They love the game. It become a part of them. A lot of players they love the game, but they don't have the passion for it. It's two different things. You have to have the passion for it. Yeah, I mean, that's what make you become an icon in whatever you do. That passion brings out the best in you, and you stay consistent. You're gonna see a better result. You understand?
Yeah. Thinking. That is true. Mm-hmm. I mean, I don't know. I feel like some players are literally born just that good. Like they're that gifted.
Some players get caught up into playing for the money.
And I feel like that's what you see a lot of players nowadays, especially in basketball, where like they care more about
the money,
and thinking that they are supposed to have certain things.
There's nothing wrong with that because you have to make that money.
Yeah.
To, you know what I mean? To take care of your family. But
true, but it's like you're making it all about the money and not the love of the game, like you spoke of.
You know what? Let me take a break, and we're gonna come back. Let's wrap it up a little bit.
All right, yeah. We're right back.
All right, we'll be right back. Yeah, we're back. So back to the we were talking about some players have the passion for the game and some have the love for the game because what happened is to make you a great and be a GOAT in whatever you do, you have to have a level of passion that some people don't have. I mean, like, there's certain players that I could look at them and they love the game, but they don't have the passion for the game because they love the game because it's taking care of their families.
Right.
I mean, so they have no choice but to play the game.
What about so how come it's so hard, though, to find the players or get the players in the league that do have that passion? I'm talking about the ones that you still see in the park right now, still balling out, that never get their shot or get passed over for the individuals. Like, how can we better decide who makes it to the league? Because you have players that literally...
And everything I got politics. You know what I mean? And some people don't meet the criteria when it come on to their behavioral morals. I mean, it's harder to work. It's just like working with someone that, I mean, they're not willing to compromise and do certain things to make it better. get a better result. So that's where it comes down to when you come on to stand out and leverage. That's why you have levels. Everybody notice in the NFL you got levels of players.
Yeah.
In the NBA you got levels of players. They got different salary base. You know what I mean?
True.
Because you have to be able to build a team around that specific person.
That is
You know
true.
what I mean? Because he's gonna be the difference maker. You know what I mean? At the end. You know what I mean? Because of the passion and the abilities to do to go above and beyond in anything, in a regular business, in a regular everyday life. You know what I mean? You know,
You know, I know it's like we're gonna get a little way off that, but you mentioned going above and beyond,
mhm.
and we witnessed something that we shouldn't witness, especially in New York. Unfortunately, it does happen still with what happened on the subway last week.
It's very sudden, man.
You know?
It's very sudden the way it started to where it ends because it's gonna go right back to morals. You know what I mean?
You think
'Cause
so? What we're talking about for those who are listening is, there was an incident on the subway platform last week on the 21st.
on the 21st, on the 21st.
Where individual, not hop, but he walked through the emergency exit,
Mm-hmm.
and cops, the NYPD asked him to leave, and he refused, and then ultimately pulled out a knife, and cops pursued them as they're supposed to, doing their jobs, and unfortunately ended with
With
four
casualties, a lot of
people
casualties. Four people,
got shot,
include a kid.
including the kid.
Include the kid.
The
That's
young
a
man-
that's
the
a
young-
hard
the
one.
Young man.
Like watching the video over and over, like I'm like, that's a hard call.
Because as you see in the video, they did ask him to drop the knife like
Yeah,
a bunch of times. Then he boards the train. They get on the train with him. They try to tase him with the tasers.
yeah.
He gets off. They get off. He runs at them with the knife.
He charged at them with the knife.
He charged at them with the knife.
Yeah,
The cop, ran back a little bit, stopped, turned around. The young man stopped himself, and then they ended up opening fire. Now a lot of people are protesting this, and obviously it's a very
in the case, this is going to go back to like this is situation that we hear from time to time over and over. Is like cops have to be more trained to deal with situation like that, so you don't turn out to a situation like that.
So
You
you
know what I'm saying?
don't think they handled that the
It's
best
a
way-
hard
the
call.
best way they could have?
No, I don't think so because remember, 4 person got shot.
That's definitely
You understand what I'm saying?
unfortunate. It really is unfortunate.
And it's a knife.
Yeah.
I understand a knife you could get killed with a knife.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I'm saying well trained to deal with situation like that. I'm talking about combat. You know what I mean? Like diffuse a situation without have to use it. You know what I mean?
So do you expect these guys to be like on some like John Wick, hand-to-hand combat? And
No, this is not movie. But
know?
what I'm trying to say is there's numerous ways of how to deal with that. You know what I mean? You have to well train not only combat but learn how you can calm somebody down in range, how to speak to them.
Oh, so you mean training officers to be better at
Conversation and communication and
dealing with people in the
yeah.
the whatever state mentally they're in at the time.
That's
To try to de-escalate the situation.
that's the first way of trying to reach them, to find out really what's going on. You know what I mean?
being less aggressive and more.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I'm gonna be honest. Like there shouldn't be no casualty.
They shouldn't be.
Shouldn't be no
I
casualty.
don't think no one died. I think they got injured.
No one died. Everyone got injured. But come on, bro.
I
It's
think
a possibility
I
of.
think. I gotta rewatch that again.
Yeah, so far, my understanding, no one died yet.
But still-
Hopefully everyone pulled through it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And everyone can come to an understanding or an agreement. I don't know. It's probably too far right now because
That is unfortunate.
it's very, very unfortunate.
Unfortunate that it has to get to that point, but you for me, that's a tough call, because yes, they're officers, and yes, they're trained to handle situations how they handle it. And with that being said, though, they're also still human.
Of course.
And
they want to go back home to their family.
And
I understand that.
Yeah, and I'm not over here trying to say what they did was right or wrong. I'm just saying that it's a tough call to make in that particular situation, because the guy was charging at them, and for anyone, that's a tough call to make.
And it goes back to like, I'm being honest.
But you all right though.
Yeah, professionalism and well trained. It didn't have to go that way.
No, it didn't. Because you're right. If they were, you're right, and you're right. When
Didn't have to. It's 4-person got shot.
When you listen to the audio that you got to listen to for the most part, the aggression.
It was all aggression. All aggression.
Aggression was then leads to altercations that can get heated even more, because now it's like you're coming in hot, I'm coming in hot, we're both riled up, and one of us is gonna back down, and it ain't gonna be me type of vibe.
I know you probably heard this before. Yeah. They have a saying that soft answer turn it away wrath. You know what I mean? So, as an officer, I'm expecting the first way of tranquilizing the situation is to try to have an engagement with that kid. You know what I'm saying?
Like, what's going on? Like,
what's going on?
What can we do to help you out of the situation without?
Exactly. You know what I'm saying?
That would be that's
something. Most of the time, that help.
Yeah.
I mean, most of the time, I understand people grow with different morals. I mean, I hope everyone pull through it.
Yeah.
And I wish the best for the situation. And I hope everyone could come to an understanding. The best way where everyone feels satisfied. You understand what I'm saying?
And that's what's important.
And that's what's important. You know what I mean? Very sad. I mean,
that is unfortunate that happened.
It's very, very unfortunate. I remember, guys, bring someone to the community. We're still asking to subscribe, like, comment, and share, and stream. Run up the streaming numbers and talk to us. Tell us how you're feeling.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? Yeah, give us some input. Drop your favorite team in the comment section. Let us know who you think look like the top contender so far. You know what I mean?
Can't ask me. I'm always gonna say Seattle, no matter how they do.
Yeah, I mean,
but I did say though, like I said, let's go Bills a little bit. Kind of like I'm impressed to see what they're doing so far. I'm impressed.
They always do it though. If you know the Bills is always doing it. I mean,
but thank y'all for coming in.
Yeah, man. Thank you for tuning.
Yeah.
This is Nothing to Fear podcast. Until next time, thanks to my co-host, Mr. Anton, again and again. He started loving it. I mean, so peace and blessings. Until next time, we're out.
Welcome to Nothing to Fear podcast. I go by the name Chris Blanca Pro. I started this podcast to share my untold story, my truths, and my journey, and my close relationship to Jesus Christ. And I want you to create a life on your own terms. We always have a choice. This podcast is about career, hustle, perseverance, manifestation, fun, sport, entertainment, relationship goals, and